now we're on to strategy number 3. Y'all, we're going to go over time, and thank you for hanging out with me. More referrals from more partners. Okay. This is real estate partners specifically that we're going to talk about. So, what if every agent in your target market knew your brand? Would you get more referrals? I'm actually interested in the chat. How many of the referrals that you get from new agents? So these are agents that you've never gotten a referral from before. And then all of a sudden the phone rings or the email comes in or they reach out to you and they're like, hey, I need you to take a look at this. And it's a deal where they have a problem with their existing lender. Like, how many of you flip real estate referral relationships when it's a deal where they need a second opinion or they're just like not sure about something that's happening in an existing deal? Would you say that's like 25%, 50%, 75%? Just let us know in the chat. Um, all the time. All the time, says Paige. Vicky says, I got one right now. Jonathan, don't worry about the hard stop at 3 o'clock, man. We got the recording. We'll send it out. Yes, Jennifer says a lot, 40%. Ed says 90%. Nick says 30%. Daniel says, no one knows my brand in the market. Don't worry, we're going to change that. Marion, my man, thank you again for being on the podcast earlier today. Looking forward to seeing that come out. He says 25%. Monica, 30%, 25%. So Stephen says quite often. So it's reasonable that if we're in front of all of the real estate agents in your local marketplace every single week with good local market information, stuff that's happening around the town, good mortgage information, and we're asking at the bottom saying, hey, if you have any friends, family members, coworkers that are looking to buy, sell, or refinance, can I count on you to send them our way? As built into the newsletter, and they see it every single week, is it likely that more of those real estate agents, when they get a deal that they need a second opinion on, will reach out to you because you're the one that they've seen the most in their inbox? Is that likely? Right? And so that's the real hidden benefit of the weekly AI newsletter, is the fact that we're going to be in front of every agent. Now, we've done a lot of teaching and training on the fact that you want to be in front of the qualified agents. And those are agents that are doing 8 or more buy-side transactions. And that is absolutely true for your phone calls and for that like dedicated outreach and activity that you're making to those relationships that you feel have a high outcome. But why not be in front of every agent in your market with an email newsletter that takes you no additional time, no additional effort to just pick up those deals that are in the market right now? Because most real estate agents that aren't in that upper echelon, they don't have a dedicated lender relationship. So there's an opportunity for you there to be the brand that's in front of them because you're already producing the newsletter for your database anyway. Why not send it to all of the real estate agents? Kind of a weird thing, but that's the way my mind works, right? So if it doesn't take much effort, we may as well do it. Again, back to the very first principle of write a small check to cash a big check. This is a big leveraged opportunity for us. So inside the Loan Officer CRM, we have a partnership with Model Match. It doesn't cost anything. We include it for free in the $297 subscription that comes out every 4 weeks. You go into Model Match inside the CRM, you put in your area, that's your target market, it spits out all of the real estate agents, and you import them into the CRM with a tag, and you include them in that newsletter. Now, the second thing that we're going to do to all of the real estate agents is we're going to put them into a funnel. And that funnel is one of those evergreen follow-up systems like we talked about. So we're going to send them a newsletter every Friday, right? But we're also going to start reaching out to them via email, and we're going to put together an offer as to why they should send you business. And so when you look at the prompt document that I've given you, the second prompt is called the first referral offer PDF. And what this is the 8 offers that I've discovered over time that get real estate agents to send over deals. And what that prompt does is it takes them and packages them into a PDF that you attach to all of the emails and communications that you send to real estate agents after you've met with them, but I would just include this PDF on all the marketing that I send out. So they see it, they open it, and it says, our first deal together, let's make it easy, right? Here's the reality most agents deal with. You send a lead to a lender, you don't hear much. You're not sure if they followed up fast enough. And you definitely don't know if that deal's still alive. That's frustrating and it costs you closings. Here's what we do differently. And then it outlines the 8 different offers as to why they should send you one deal to experience what it's like to work with you in your mortgage business. So how many of you have had a meeting with a real estate referral partner and it goes really, really well, or it goes like moderately well? Let's be honest, I've probably had more bad meetings with qualified real estate agents than I've had good ones because I'm a super socially awkward dude. But the whole point is so that I can follow up after the appointment and ask for the business, right? Well, how many of you have ever gotten to that point where you've had a great meeting and it's time to do the follow up and ask for the business and it's like, I'd rather just not call. That would be easier than calling and following up and asking for the business, right? I think that's natural for everybody. It certainly is for me. What this PDF offer does for me is it asks for the business without me having to ask for the business. And it's the perfect pitch every time. And it's been written by AI with all of the offers. So it never forgets because they're just reading the pitch. And once they understand it once, laid out by artificial intelligence, it's like, oh, of course it makes sense to send a deal to Matt. That is a really well structured offer. Yes, I want that stuff. And chances are most loan officers or mortgage lenders have never taken the time to write it out so that the real estate agent has the opportunity to take the time to read it and understand what you provide as a lender that makes you arguably more valuable than somebody that they might have an existing relationship with. And it's a way for you to consistently ask for the business without feeling like you have to ask for the business. And then when you are making your follow-up calls, because absolutely you should be, it's like, oh, by the way, did you see that new PDF thing that I put on the email? Yeah. What'd you think about that? It's so much easier to have them come to you with like, oh, I got an objection about this, or oh, I thought this was really cool, or tell me more about that. Right. And it's just a great way to open up the conversation and make it so that the PDF is doing the selling for you. And the prompt that I've given you writes the whole PDF for you. Now, the other thing that is a bit of a teaser in there is the 14-week AI offer stack. So we take all of those agents in the marketplace and we load them into a workflow, and there's 14 weeks that follow up, and it's all about the PDF. Hey, did you notice I will follow up on your cold dead leads? Did you notice I have the follow up refer back program? Did you notice I have an AI phone number that we can put on your sign writer that will pre-qualify all your buyer leads? Did you notice? Right? And every week there's an email that goes out that highlights a different reason of value that that real estate agent should be sending you business. And so you're just taking all of the real estate agents in your market and following up with proven offers in order to get them to send you business. And that is the offer stack and the PDF. So now every agent in your market sees you as the next option for their lending needs and a source of new leads and business because of the offers. It's AI powered, makes you the market leader, and has truly valuable offers baked right into it.